Hey guys, this is my 199th video on YouTube. This one is going to be about this vase right here. For my 200th video, the next one is going to be about that log on top right there. See, that's an 8-foot cedar log. It's all carved out with a chainsaw. The guy made it for me out of Conway, Arkansas. So my next video is going to be on this log. Here's your sneak preview of where we're going with this video. If you want to see, how it's done step by step, stay tuned. I think you'll find it interesting. Also, like with all my videos, you don't have to listen to any irritating music, and what you see is what you get. I am who I am. Nothing is scripted. I just go for it. So let's do it. I'm going to call this project Pallet wood vase of many colors. About, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago, I guess I got bored. I tore apart an old pallet and planed all the pieces and glued them all together and made myself this block. Here's a piece I cut off the end. You can see all the different planks in there. Lots of different kinds of woods. I think there's ash, there's hickory. That may even be pine right there, I'm not sure. And I'm sure there's post oak. They make pallets out of almost anything. But anyway, so I put that together and I just put it back there in the room. My grandson was home for over the holidays. He likes to turn bowls, so he decided he wanted to turn a couple bowls for his friends. So I told him, I said, well, go back in there and just pick you out some woods. I don't care what you use. So he did, and he came out with this, and he had circles drawn on it, and I looked at him and said, well, you could have got any of them but that one. So I really had planned to make a vase out of that. So let me help you find some more wood, which we did, and he made a couple cherry bowls. But, I got, believe it or not, there's quite a bit of work in making this little thing. So anyway, here's the plan. I said many colors. Now, I've already done this. I did it off camera. I used Torbo, thick set epoxy, and I have right here. I drilled, these are 1 and 1/16 inch holes. There is 8 of them in each end. They go 3.5 inches deep, and every one of them has a different color. All the way on both ends. I sawed that one off right here. I thought I'd shorten it to just about 1/4 inch. It had all kinds of garbage on it. So anyway, there's 16 different colors, no 2 colors alike. The plan is I'm going to take this over to the bandsaw and whittle off all 4 of these corners at about a 45. And the reason for that is, when I start turning this and these are glued together, I don't want to take a chance on chipping up a big chunk. So the more round it is when you start, the less chance of that. If I start with square corners, I could pop one, and I don't want to do that. All right, I'm getting ready to put this thing into the round. It's got a worm screw in it. It's nice and tight. I've got it on the fast belt. I'll be turning it about 2,000 plus. So I took it over the bandsaw and took the corners off. Also, I went ahead while I was at it and took the end caps, cut the corners off them too. So I'm going to use are you all sitting down? I'm going to use a 5/8 bowl gouge to start this off with. Now, I don't know how long that will last, but that's what I'm going to do. So, got my new fancy hat on there. See that? Isn't that pretty? My daughter got that for me. All right, here we go. I already whirled it up. I know it's okay. So I'm going to bring this rascal on up to where it's singing to me. There you go. It's singing right there. All right, let's do it. My epoxy comes in about 3.5 inches from each end. There you go. So let's say about, I'm gonna do 3 1/4 because I whittled some off the end there. Now this is not rocket science here, so. This is just to help in planning. So let's come up here. Let's see. Where'd that other one go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. All right. Okay, the epoxy comes in that far, and that's just plain wood right there. Well, I got 2 coats of sealer on it, and I got sanded back down and steel wooled. And I thought I'd just put a little bit of axe paste on it just for grins. I said I wasn't going to do this. Well, I'm going to do it over anyway. So I'm just going to, I just wanted to see it shine. I like shiny things. It makes it where it's not as hard to do it over again if I don't get glue or something all over it. So basically you just smear it on like that. This is Axe sanding paste. So you start off real nice and slow. Now what you're doing is you're just sanding now. Basically super fine sanding. Do a little more. You can hear it, you know. I want to try to generate a little heat. I only got this at 1,000. It ought to do it. Let's see what it looks like. I'm not going to put any wax on it. Whoa, Betsy. Boy, that's nice, isn't it? And that ain't even done. All right, time to put the steady rest on and flip her around. Now, I'm not going to flip it around. That's not what I meant to say. Put the steady rest on, and I'm going to drill it out, and then I'm going to hollow it down at least halfway, maybe more. All right, let's get on to it. All right, this is a steady rest I made a long time ago. In fact, I had to remake it when I changed lace because the size was different. But I believe if you wanted to make you one, I don't have a link to it, but Stephen Ogle is where I saw it. And surely you can go find his plans and his site. These are like off of a skateboard wheels. You want to push them down. Like so, they will mark it, man. That's the way it goes. Well, the worm screw didn't work out so good, but I did learn a lesson there. If you use thin CA in the worm screw hole, wait till it dries before you put your worm screw in. I like to never got that damn thing out. And here's the other one. The bottom of this evidently wasn't flat, because when I went to put this on, the faceplate, I mean, it was it wobbled a 1/2 inch out. So here's your little trick. I've done it before and it works like a charm. You know, put your live center in, sit it on here, but just put 2 screws in here and loosen them to where you can move it. And then put pressure on it, and then you get your, you know, where it's nice and flat. Sort of snug the 2 screws, and then you'll come around here and you see gaps in it right here, and like in here, put you some sawdust in there with some thin CA. And then after it sets up, you can put the rest of the screws in. Now when you pull the other screws out, you'll have to bust it off with a, you know, like a putty knife or something, but you know, it'll come off pretty easy. So that's the way to whip that rascal. I mean, we all have things that happen, you know. It's going to happen, and sometimes you just got to figure out how to get around it. And this is a roundabout way of rigging it. Basically, you just put a little sawdust in there like that, or something, it don't matter, coffee grounds, and pour your little CA in there. And you want to make sure you do it on all 4 sides. Now when this sets up, you can take it off and put the rest of the screws in, and you'll be good to go. And you'll be as straight as you're going to be able to get it. All right. When that sets up, I'm going to give it a little extra time. I'll take it off and put the rest of my screws in, and we'll try it again. Well, I finally got everything straightened out on here. I don't think I'm going to need the steady rest now. It does, whoops, take the brake off there. Does pretty good. And it's got faceplate, and it's glued on to boot. So I'm going to drill this out all the way to right there. All right, I'm going to try to come in here a little bit, not too awful much. Well, I wish you guys could see here, but you can't. Sorry. That looks neat. I'll bring your camera around here. Now it's darker there, isn't it? Well, that's pretty. Look there. Yeah, it's got only one don't do good is it's green, but it's just darker, that's the way it is. All right, I'm going to be using 30-minute epoxy by Great Plains. And what I've done is I went ahead, you know, a lesson learned. One time I had one pop off, so since then what I do is I come in here, see there I drilled little holes, you know, just maybe 1/16 of an inch deep all the way around, and I also do it on this side, and sort of makes little anchor points, because sometimes it just don't take right. Now, I don't know why, it just doesn't. So let's do it. I'll say this again, I've never seen anybody use a bottom of a can for mixing stuff but me. I don't know why. But it is so simple. You got it all contained if you don't slosh it out like I do. You got something you throw away, don't make a big mess. Don't have to get no paper out and try to scrape it all to the center. And this will sit to tomorrow. I always let it sit overnight. I don't care if it's 10 minutes or 30 minute epoxy or 2 minute or whatever. It's going to sit overnight as far as I'm concerned. Oh, right there. There you go. Here, squirrel it around a little bit. There you go. And you want to put it in there, but you don't want to kill it, you know. Just get to where you can't turn it anymore and you'll be fine. Well, good morning. Looks like somebody snuck out here and turned on the lights for me. It should be good and set up by now, so we're going to start whirling it up and seeing if we can't make something out of it. All right, here's the plan. I'll start off with a round cutter. I'm going to get this thing to the round and go ahead and shape it down to here, you know, whatever shape I come up with. I'm going to square this off using probably a square cutter. And then I'll measure and put me a real deep tenon down here. Gonna whirl it at 1,000. The one thing I like about this rest, you know, you can actually come way back here and you don't have to compensate to hang over the edge. You can put this right up against your wood. It really makes it nice. Starbond, here we go again. Got a little place right here. I don't like. Got my filter going up there. Wife is fussing at me. Said I was hacking last night. So. Oh well. I don't take as much precaution as art to, I guess. I'm sort of thinking I don't want this bottom to be real thick. So I'm going to come to about right here. Okay, that'll be the max for the bottom. So I'm going to take some of this off and put a tenon on it. Let me check something here. I want my tenon to be maximum whatever. And I probably want to trim this down to just a little less than that, about right there. Okay, and that'll give me a little bit to spare so that my dovetail, you know, rests on the jaws, not the bottom of the jaws. You know what I mean, Vern? So let's see what we got here. Okay, so I'm going to trim the bottom down to this, and then I'm going to come in here, get my the jaws hole measured out. That's an old parting tool I ground specifically for this purpose. I mean, the dovetail is just right. You come in there, you got it just exactly like you want it. No more guessing. Let's check it out anyway to see how bad I am. I know it's hard to see. Hold on a minute, I think there's some sawdust in there. Yeah, let's see if we can see a little better. I didn't lose it. There we go. Right there. Alright, can you see there how well that fits in there? Perfect. So all they need is a little squeezing. This could be just a little narrower, but I think it'll be alright. So I think we're good to go there. So I think we'll go ahead and take this off and get this sanded, and then we'll flip it around. So I'll see you after I get it flipped around. Well, I was sitting here looking at this thing and something about it bothered me, so I decided I didn't like this right here. I want it to look just like, or more like this one. You never get them exactly the same. So that's what I'm going to do. I mean, I realize I got to sand it over and all that kind of stuff. I don't care. It don't make no never mind. We need to get one. You know, this may turn out being pretty. Well, that was the objective all along, wasn't it? Well, I got it flipped around and got the faceplate off. That was fun. I actually had to turn it off. And luckily, I had a deal, a tendon right there that I was able to turn it off without touching this part. So I'm going to go ahead and drill this out. Shouldn't have to drill it too far. Take it nice and slow. Then I'm going to put the steady rest on right here. Oh boy, it hurt my thumb and it's killing me. All right, I'm all the way through. There you go. You want all three of them turning. That's how it works, my friend. All right, let's see if we can make this hole bigger. Come in here and drill me a few little bitty holes, sort of out this way a little bit more. All right, I call those my epoxy anchor holes. And this is like 36 grit. All right, once you saw the other end done, it should be repeated the same thing. Well, as you can see, it's all glued up and waiting on time, which I like to let them sit overnight. It's only like 1 something in the afternoon, but I still will wait till tomorrow. I think it's going to be a pretty vase. Definitely a different one. One of a kind for sure. Well, it's the next cold day. We'll go ahead and get this around, go ahead and shape this the way I want, and then I'll tackle this right here, get a little shape to it, and then I'll come in here with a parting tool to get the center out. I'm gonna just leave all this on it for now. It sure don't hurt nothing. It's a little bit in my way, but I think I can work around it. So I'm gonna go ahead and whirl it up to a grand. I'll be using my regular round cutter. Well, I guess it's out of there now. All right, it's time to put a little sealer on this rascal, I believe. See how it looks, and get it out, flip it around, and get that tinning off and color this puppy done. All right, I got her all polished up, and again, flip back around and get ready to put the tinning off. Well, I got my new logo. My daughter did it for me. And I'm in the process of burning it on the bottom. All right, looks like it's about to wrap it up there. It's due in January. Got it just a hair off center. That was my drawing was off center. I've since straightened it up. Maybe the next one will be better. Easier said than done, my friends. All right, it's all finished. I got one more little thing I'm going to do. I'm going to put a little bit of a yellow epoxy inside right on the bottom because I can't reach the bottom, to shine it up or get it real smooth. So that's what I'm going to do. You can see, got all that in it. And you come in here and you can see the lights shining through it all the different places here. There you go. Pallet wood vase of many colors. I want to take a few stills. I have it at the end, so I want to thank you for tolerating me. This was actually it wasn't that complicated. It was a lot of steps involved. Like I had to have 4 pours to get all them colors in there. And so that meant it was like 4 days. And then I made a couple design changes on the way, as usual. If you don't have design changes, you ain't doing nothing. All right, there you are. Hey, subscribe, tell your friends, and guess what? Call your mama. Bye.